Hi, my name is Kathy Gagnon. I'm 61 years old and I was diagnosed with Parkinson's when I was 57, January of 2021. I'm a big cyclist, hiker. I'm working on the 48 4,000 footers in New Hampshire right now and throwing in a few 52 with a view. I have 12 left of the 4,000 footers. I also am an avid golfer and practice yoga quite a bit. I was doing all of that before Parkinson's, and one of the first neurologists I had, he basically said, continue doing what you're doing. I'm actually a year and a half into retirement and I love it. I did not retire because I have Parkinson's. I retired because I had been working for the Postal Service for 36 years and that was enough. The symptoms that led me to get my diagnosis started with a slight tremor in my pinky finger that had continued to the other fingers and eventually the hand. I also noticed very small handwriting, which caught me kind of by surprise. I was just like, what the heck? I've never written like this before. Where is this coming from? And I did the old Dr. Google. Basically, the only thing came up, I think, was Parkinson's can do that. My father had Parkinson's. It's really not hereditary to a certain extent, but it was enough that I decided to get a diagnosis. I was in the office by myself. It was frightening. I walked out of there full on tears, crying. I felt awful. I went home and cried, and I literally gave myself a week. And I said, cry, be angry, be pissed off, throw something if you have to, but after the week, you're starting to work. Pretty much anything I could find that was positive about Parkinson's, I looked into and made sure I had a good portfolio of what was going to get me to each point in the disease, and preferably in a good manner without progressing too quickly. So I knew some things about boxing and Parkinson's, not from Punch for Parkinson's at first. When I researched that, what I came up with was that it was from free to 25 and up a visit, and I knew I couldn't do that, so I didn't think about it anymore. That was kind of it. I just thought I was at the end of the road and I wasn't going to be boxing. I found Punch for Parkinson's and I was blown away. It was different. I felt awkward. You know, I've never moved this way before, but the more I did, I could totally feel myself progressing and everything started coming a little more natural, and then it started feeling really good. And when you start to notice changes about you while you're doing something like that, that's a plus. I feel better. I think it's a mental thing, and I think that's why I've always enjoyed working out, because I think it's not only the body that feels good, but it's my mind that feels good. There's that dopamine that we're lacking, and when you have that, you feel like you have the whole picture. It's almost like you feel like you don't have Parkinson's. It makes a huge difference, yeah. I consider myself a pretty positive person. You know, I've heard the reports about other diseases and how the positivity of people, it's almost like it's curing them because they're so positive. That's the bottom line for me. I want to be so positive about this that I'm going to beat it. Whether it's with a cure or I'm going to beat it by not progressing, all this activity that I do is going to help. My name is Kathy, and I am a warrior.